North Texas' most accurate forecast, News 8 weather.
Well, good afternoon, folks. I'm meteorologist Kate Parker, and right now we're taking a look outside at downtown Dallas from our tower cam, and the sun has started setting, and look at the sky, keeping us warm all day. In fact, we got just a degree shy of the record of 82 degrees. That record was set back in 1957, so it was a warm one out there. Well, good evening. I am meteorologist Kate Parker, and we have some rain heading our way. We're going to be keeping an eye on it for you. It looks like it's coming in on Saturday. What does that mean for your weekend? Find out more at 10. Now here's that cold front that will be passing through our area. Right now, we're sitting underneath all that muggy, hot air that you've been feeling outside all day. If you thought winter was over, it's not. Pull those coats out of storage. This is the coldest air that we have felt all season, and get ready for it. Be prepared for it. Bring the dogs inside because it's going to be cold tonight. But those cold northwest winds are going to be making it feel about 20 degrees when you head out the door tomorrow morning. So it could be a very chilly one. Grab a coat.
Wow, this was a very cold day today. How about tomorrow?
Yeah, tonight actually is going to be the coldest of our season. Very cold temperatures. Wow. Find out, just how cold right after this. Well, we're still looking at clear skies out there, and those clear sunny skies allowed our temperatures to rocket up to 62 degrees today. That is 8 degrees above our average, and thank goodness we didn't hit a low of 4 degrees. That record was set back in 1964, and that is some bitterly cold air. Now, we're not going to be seeing temperatures that cold, but our temperatures are on their way down. We're already down to 51 degrees out there. Our humidity is pretty dry, but our winds have calmed down to 0. That's thanks to the cold front that is sitting just to our north right now in Oklahoma. It's on its way down, and it's creating the shift in the winds from out of the south to make them out of the north. That's why we've calmed down to 0. Now, we can see a few clouds start to filter into our area. That's thanks to a trough that is currently sitting up there. That's going to be pulling down some high-level cirrus clouds, which will act like a blanket tonight, making things slightly warmer than what we expected, but only a degree or two. Unfortunately, this cold air is coming, and there is nothing you can do to stop it. In fact, places in the north have already felt the effects of this Arctic air mass heading our direction, and places up here have had temperatures as low as -35, -40 degrees, and it's barreling its way south. And overnight tonight, about 10 p.m., that's when we can start seeing the effects of that Arctic air start to leak in our area when that cold front moves on through. Now, we're not going to be seeing the effects of the cold core. We're not going to be in the coldest part of this air mass, where places like Chicago will see the coldest temperatures they have felt in decades. But even Florida is going to get down into the teens with this one. So we will definitely be feeling the effects of this cold front, which means that our highs for tomorrow will be about 20 to 25 degrees colder than what we felt today. In fact, tomorrow we'll barely make it out of the 30s if we do at all. The majority of the Metroplex looks like it will stay below 40 degrees, but we could hit it in a couple of places. But tomorrow night is when we're going to feel the coldest effects of this Arctic air. In fact, in the DFW Metroplex, that's where we will be feeling temperatures of about 25 degrees. But once you get out of that heat island effect caused by the urbanization, you're going to start feeling much colder temperatures in the rural areas. Places like McKinney could be getting temperatures as low as 19 degrees, which means that when you head out the door for work on Friday morning, you could be feeling temperatures as cold as 12 degrees. That is some cold temperatures. So if you thought winter was over, it's not. Pull those coats out of storage. This is the coldest air that we have felt all season, and get ready for it. Be prepared for it. Bring the dogs inside because it's going to be cold tonight, and it's not going to get any better. Tonight, 28 degrees for a low. Our winds will be out of the north at 15 to 25 miles an hour, which means it's going to feel even colder than that. And those gusty winds will continue into tomorrow when we only rise 10 degrees. 38 degrees for our high tomorrow. That is some blustery cold weather, but again, the coldest comes on Friday morning when we get down to 23 degrees. So that is some cold weather. Prepare for it. But no worries, because by the weekend, we're already back up to 60 degrees, and those 60-degree pleasant temperatures look like they're going to continue into the start of next week.
From the News 8 Weather Center, this is a severe weather update.
Good evening, folks. I'm meteorologist Kate Parker, and outside right now we are tracking what has become Hurricane Paloma. That's right. What was a tropical storm last night has now increased to hurricane status, the 8th hurricane of the 2008 season. In fact, it has already increased to a Category 2. Now, as it remains over these warm waters south of Cuba, we could see that increase to a Category 3, but conditions look favorable for it to fall apart and become more of a tropical storm once it hits landfall on Cuba. So we'll be looking for that, as well as the effects that could be possible to the southern part of the United States, coming up right after this. Well, good evening, folks. I'm meteorologist Kate Parker, and right now we're keeping an eye on a cold front that's about to change our weather quite a bit. Now, we've been sitting under all that heavy, humid air, and once this cold front comes into our area with a lot of dry air behind it, that means we're going to be getting some thunderstorms for tomorrow. Now, we'll be keeping an eye on those because they look slightly severe, but we're not expecting any tornadoes. Well, good evening. I am meteorologist Kate Parker, and we have some rain heading our way. We're going to be keeping an eye on it for you. It looks like it's coming in on Saturday. What does that mean for your weekend? Find out more at 10. Thank goodness we aren't in that cold core, however, like some states up north. Check out the temperatures right now. Cedar Rapids, -17. In Chicago, -10 degrees. Bismarck, 20 degrees below zero. Now, that's some very cold weather, but once you factor in the winds, it gets even worse. -38 degrees in Cedar Rapids, -29 in Chicago, and that's some of the coldest temperatures they have seen in decades.
Well, a very cold day today. How about tomorrow?
Well, it was very cold today and even colder tonight, but tomorrow looks to be a little bit warmer. But by the weekend, we're going to be getting a lot warmer, up in the 60s, in fact. Well, we have clear skies all across North Texas, so you can see those stars, but it is chilly out there. 42 degrees outside right now under some dry conditions, and our winds, they're out of the south, which means that tomorrow we'll be seeing just a bit of a warm up in temperatures, but we didn't see that today. In fact, we only got up to 46 degrees officially at DFW Airport today. That is 7 degrees below our average for this time of year, but thank goodness we were nowhere near that low of 7 degrees. That record was set back in 1912, and 1912 was a very cold year. We had a lot of records set back then. We will be getting cold tonight, not quite that cold, but none of the areas in North Texas will be getting above 30 degrees. In fact, we'll drop down all the way to 26 up in Decatur, and that'll be the trend all across North Texas tonight. But tomorrow, our temperatures will be on the rebound again, thanks to that southerly wind that'll be coming into our area, and plenty of sunshine. We'll be getting up close to 60 degrees across the majority of the Metroplex and North Texas. So it should be a pretty pleasant afternoon tomorrow, and that's thanks to the high pressure that's over our area right now. And we have right now this low pressure system. That's our next weather maker. We saw all that cold front that passed through here yesterday, but that's already long gone, and our temperatures are already on the rebound thanks to our winds being pulled back out of the south. But again, this is our next weather maker, along with this stationary front. That's going to turn into a cold front, and when it does, it's going to pull down all that Arctic air that we've been watching that's been sitting over Alaska. It's making its way down into the United States. Now, as it pulls down on Wednesday, we're going to see it start hitting these northern states. Places like Missouri will see temperatures well below zero for Wednesday. Now, as we get into Wednesday night, late night, that's when we're going to start seeing those temperatures start to seep into our area. That Arctic air will start to creep in. Now, we're not in the cold core. We're not up here in these bitterly cold temperatures, but we are in this cold air mass still, and it is going to get colder, although we won't be seeing, again, those bitterly cold temperatures. Tonight, we're going to be along those lines. It's going to be cold out there, 28 degrees. Again, our winds will be out of the south, though, which means that tomorrow our temperatures will be on the rebound, getting up to 58 degrees for tomorrow with a little bit of sunshine. But if you have anything to do outside, you're going to want to do it tomorrow because, again, Wednesday night, that's when that cold front is moving on into our area, bringing our temperatures for Friday morning down to 23 degrees, and that's inside the heat island that is the DFW Metroplex. Once you get to those outlying North Texas areas, you could be seeing temperatures in the teens Friday morning. So it's definitely going to be a chilly one, but no worries. Those coldest temperatures of the season will be booted right out of the way, and behind it, we're already back up to 60 degrees by Sunday and a nice warm start to next week.